Hey, welcome to the very first episode of Ponies, Parts, and Pints. I'm Jeff. I'm really glad that you took the time out to even watch this. This is a thing of love for me. I'm a huge fan of pony cars, especially the one that bears the horse logo, the Mustang. So this show is about my quest to build up my 2017 Mustang. This very first episode is all about the little tiny finer details and modifications that you can do with it when you first get your Mustang. Under the hood is where I'm starting. I'm going to start with the radiator extenders and the Master Cylinder covers. But right now, let's jump into the small parts on Ponies, Parts, and Pints. Thanks. All right, to start installing the radiator extender covers, use a flathead screwdriver and carefully remove the outer radiator shroud push clips. And then you want to, then we're going to take off these two cable retaining clips. That's for the hood latch, and then give it a good wipe down. You'll notice in the instructions they actually tell you to take off those top two pins, but it doesn't show you to. It doesn't tell you to take off this third pin, which when I loose fitted it on, it wouldn't work. So you're going to pull this one off as well, and then you're going to move the hood latch cable over, and that just sits right on top of it. Get it lined up. Make sure it fits. Then remove the adhesive backing from the 3M double-sided tape. Fit it back into place. Push in the supplied pins. There's two different sizes. The larger one of the pins goes on the outside, and the smaller one goes on the towards the center. And that's it for the first one. And basically, you just repeat that. Pull out the pin with the flathead screwdriver. I like to clean it up, make sure everything's nice and tidy. Clean going on clean. Dry fit that into place. And then flip it over and pull off the one piece of double-sided 3M tape. You can never get a fingernail underneath it. Set it into place. On it, make sure it's nice and in place. Press down on that 3M area. Here's a better look at those two pin clips. The larger one is for the outside of the radiator extender. Again, really make sure that goes all the way down so that there's no space, so they can't move around. And then the next one. Then we'll jump over to the JLT Master Cylinder cover for 2015 to 2019 Mustangs. So you want to remove those two factory pins on the cowl panel. Make sure you take those off carefully because you're going to need to replace. You're going to need to use those again. There is no pins that come with the cover. Again, I'd rather clean on clean. Get all that dirt and dust from underneath it. And then you want to remove the plastic film from the dual lock pad. That dual lock, that's a piece of Velcro, and that sticks down. There's actually two pieces of Velcro. One is the tab and one is the long one that I just showed you there. You're going to pull those off, push them down into place, and then you're going to put the pins in. Now the Velcro is there in case you ever got to take off the Master Cylinder cover again. And we're just going to add a little personal touch here. I like to make it my own, so yeah, a little 6-shooter decal. Peel that off. Yeah, look at that. There you go. That's looking good. So there, that was it. That's the JLT Master Cylinder cover and the MMB Radiator Extender covers. Really simple install. Probably took about a half hour. Really just pretties up the engine compartment. Really, Ford should make the radiator extenders part of the purchase of the car. It just looks great. Hey everyone, Jeff here. I'm sitting here in the parking lot of the Canadian Tire Center in Ottawa, home of the Ottawa Senators, and I'm waiting for Ottawa Mustang Club President Gary Foster to come over and meet up. We're going to take a look at his Mustang named Sally. He's done some great modifications to it. He's done some really nice little intricate details. Really makes this car stand out. It's pretty much a show car. He takes great pride on it, and hopefully I can get to that level as I start my Mustang journey. So let's wait and see what happens when Gary gets here. I can't wait. Look at this beast.
I bought a little touch-up kit now. Is there bugs and shit hanging off before you start taking pictures?
One right there.
Hold on now.
All right, as promised, Gary from the Ottawa Mustang Club is here. I've been bragging about Sally for a little bit, as you know. Gary, it's so glad to have you here, man. Gary is the president of the Ottawa Mustang Club. Gary, tell me a little bit about Sally.
So 2016 Mustang. First of all, thanks for having me. Jeff.
Oh yeah, no problem.
Really excited.
Man.
Love talking about Mustangs.
Yeah.
Love talking about the Mustang Club here in Ottawa, and love talking about and showing off my girl. 2016 Mustang GT. Came out of the showroom with about 435 horsepower. Added a few things to it. When we pop the hood later, you'll see that. But she's sitting just around 400 and maybe 75 horsepower to the rear wheels right now. Love driving it. Got it 50 years old after 28 years in the military. So midlife crisis, gift to me, retirement gift, whatever you want to call it. I love it. I fell in love with the Mustangs, and I just love driving it and love being part of the club.
Yeah, no, and I'd mentioned earlier that this is kind of, I'm in the same boat. Always wanted a Mustang, turned 50 and finally decided to get one. And I'm slow to the party on this, but I saw what you'd done and all the work that you've put into yours, and I'm just like, I got to get Gary in front of the camera and talking about Sally, because it is a beautiful machine. It stands out anywhere, and your triple yellow is not just the color in the car. I think you've got this on just about everything inside the car as well. So, keeping all social distancing rules, I'm going to get Gary to show some of the inside of the car, and I think you're going to like what you see. All right, Gary, this is pretty impressive. There's a lot of nice stuff in here. Why don't you tell me a little bit about what you've done in here? There's a lot of really pretty custom work here, so I'll let you explain everything that you've done in this amazing car.
All right, well, again, thanks, Jeff. I have a paint guy who turns anything yellow for me, and I'll let Jeff tell me later if I can give him some props in the video. But so stuff I've done inside, the vent covers here, I added that myself, yellow pieces that mount over it, and then added the black decal Pony. This one here is a trim that goes, it gets embedded right on top of your existing screen. That was the first one I was looking for, but it took me a long time to find it. And even then, all these things that I find online, either on eBay or whatever, they never come yellow. So my guy has to turn them yellow, which he did. This is a nice piece that fits overlays right there.
Yeah, that's really nice.
Overlay on the inside. I love this Barton. Bit of an old injury from the military. It would be difficult to drive stick all day long. I could drive it, obviously, but I have automatic, and you don't see a lot of cool automatics. Usually you see the nice shifter balls, all different colors, but this is a Barton, by Barton, the same people to do the short throw shifters. A little bit of add here on the brake, yellow cover, and a little yellow Pony there. But I love the little things. That's what I'm all about. I don't know if it's time in the military that makes me pay attention to detail, but I love it. Yellow holder here to hold my glasses. And when the wife puts down the visor, I want to have a look at a nice yellow Pony. So,
yeah, the interior is really nice. Why don't we take a look at what's under the hood? And I know you got something special in the trunk as well.
I do have something in the trunk and the hood. All right, I'll pop her open.
Okay.
There it is.
Yeah, that's pretty. Now all of this is custom painted work, right?
Correct. So, I mean, this stuff comes here, you know, you see, this is just your basic plain plastic battery cover. And my paint guy turned it gloss black. I didn't want to go all yellow, so I had some gloss black down here on the covers, coil covers. Then you got the rad cover, that's all done. These were done. A lot of it I got picked up down in at car shows in Carlisle and everything.
Yeah. And
then underneath here, interesting fact, that Pony is on there on all 2015 to 2017 Mustangs, and people just don't know that it's under there. So I found out it was under there and liked the look of it, and again, got my paint guy to do some stuff around it and carried my stripes on. But my paint guy that did this is Greg Pelche at Autocentrics in Bell's Corners, and then and he's a sponsor of our club. Another sponsor of our club is Brandon, and he is at, I'm gonna forget that name now.
We can overlay that.
Yeah.
You tell me, I'll make sure it appears right around here somewhere on screen. All right, so let's go around the back, because you have one of the most unique trunks I've seen. I've seen it online before, but I've never seen one in person. I'll let you explain it. Come on, guys. Wow.
That's the underneath. That's really, the custom Sally, and then.
So tell us, where'd you get the Sally gun?
A company in New York did it. Again, they do a great job. They do this to closely match the color. So again, this is gray, so he came gray. Not maybe exactly, but pretty darn close. If this was black, he would put this on black. You can get whatever you want put on, whatever logo. Technically, you couldn't get the actual Ford Pony because of copyright. Yeah. And then it's really on it. They just have these pins that also have the carpet cover. You pull them out, the existing ones, put this on top and push it on. And it's just a gorgeous little addition. Actually, give props to the Rochester Mustang Club, or the Rock City Mustangs, who we meet up with every year. Their club, 4 or 5 of them had it and gave me the idea. So, but yeah, nice, I do love it.
Yeah.
But it's the little things, you know, the covers like that. If you zoom in, I hate those rusty old screws that hold your license plate on. So I got these nice custom, and they just screw on and screw off.
And even your taillight louvers are painted, right?
Yeah, that's painted, and that comes pre-painted and fits right in that whole piece. I just really love the little stuff. You know, I know it's silly, but when you go around the side, zoom in on the valve stem covers on the tires. Zoom right in on those little babies there. First of all, the Pony got painted yellow. That comes chrome, and then that little thing right there. Again, instead of just your ordinary black or not so nice looking green,
yep,
you can get custom ones like that. therapy. Get them a little sun and a little drive. Thank you, my friend. Thank you. Oh, nice.
It's a little early for pints, Gary, so hope you don't mind pops.
No, I'm all right with a pop.
All right.
Cheers. Thank you.
All right, cheers. Thanks for such a great time. So there you have it, folks. First guest on Parts, Ponies, Pints, and Parts. No, it's first guest on Ponies, Parts, and Pints. And in this case, Pops.
Pops, yeah.
And I want to definitely thank James from the Glen for allowing us to sit on this empty patio because we're still under COVID-19 quarantine. So, Gary, thanks a lot, sir.
Cheers. It was my pleasure. I love everything about Mustangs. Love promoting the Ottawa Mustang Club, and hopefully we'll be out cruising soon.
Yeah,
Cheers.
absolutely. All right, thanks a lot, everyone.